I never thought a whisper could ruin my life. Not a shout. Not a fight. Not some explosive revelation. Just a whisper in the dark. It was around 1:30 a.m. last Saturday. I'd been tossing and turning, unable to sleep. My wife, Emily, had come to bed earlier, but she was restless too. Or at least, that's what I thought. Half asleep, I rolled over and heard her voice.
Soft. Low.
At first, I assumed she was talking in her sleep, maybe murmuring to herself. But then it hit me. She was whispering. And she wasn't whispering to me. I lay still, my breathing steady, pretending to sleep. My chest tightened as I heard another voice, faint, but unmistakably male. My stomach dropped. She was on her phone, under the covers, whispering to someone. God, I miss you. She said it so softly, I almost didn't catch it. But I did. And in that moment, everything inside me went cold. I don't know how long I lay there just listening, piecing together her half-heard sentences. Can't stop thinking about last time. He's right here. I can't talk long. I promise. My mind was spinning. It didn't feel real, like I'd been dropped into someone else's nightmare. Eventually, she whispered a breathless goodnight, set her phone down on the nightstand, and rolled over like nothing had happened. I wanted to confront her right then, but I froze. I couldn't do it. The next morning, I played it cool, made coffee, asked about her plans like it was just another day. She smiled at me like everything was normal, and I hated how much I still loved that smile. But this time, I saw everything I'd been blind to. The way she kept her phone within reach. How she glanced down when notifications popped up. The faint, nervous laugh when I entered the room unexpectedly. For the next 3 days, I lived in silent agony. I replayed every moment from the past few months. The late-night work texts, the sudden gym membership, the girls' nights that always ended later than they should have. I tried to convince myself it was nothing. That maybe I'd misheard. Maybe I was being paranoid.
But no.
I knew what I heard. That whisper wasn't innocent. By Wednesday, I couldn't take it anymore. While she was in the shower, I grabbed her phone. My hands were shaking so badly, I almost dropped it. No passcode.
She trusted me.
Or maybe she just never imagined I'd look. And there they were, the messages. Not hundreds, but enough to tear me apart. A guy named Matt. Saved with just his first name. Flirty banter. Photos I wish I could unsee. Voice notes where she sounded like a version of herself I hadn't heard in months. Playful, breathless, alive. A version of her that hadn't existed with me in a long time. I didn't confront her right away. Instead, I took screenshots, emailed them to myself, and put the phone back exactly where I found it. My plan was to bring it up after dinner, when she couldn't just run out or slam the door. That night, I told her I knew. Her face went pale.
Then, she laughed.
She actually laughed. Like I was some delusional fool inventing drama. But when I showed her the screenshots, all the color drained from her face. She sat down slowly and said, "It's not what you think." I replied, "You told him you missed the way he touched you. What exactly am I supposed to think?" That's when she broke down. She told me Matt was an old boyfriend from college. They'd reconnected online. It just happened, she said. She swore they'd only met in person twice. Like that somehow made it better. I asked her why. She said she felt lonely. That I'd been distant. But the part that hit the hardest? She said, "I didn't think you'd even notice." We talked, or argued, for hours. She begged me to go to counseling. To fight for us. To not give up. I didn't say anything. I just went and slept on the couch. The twist came the next morning. My phone buzzed with a text from an unknown number. It was Matt. "I'm sorry. I didn't know she was married. She told me you were separated." I stared at the screen, stunned. Then another message followed. "If it means anything, she's been telling me she loves me. That she's going to leave you." I told her not to. "I think you deserve to know." That shattered something deeper in me, because part of me had still hoped this was just a fling.
A mistake.
That maybe she still loved me. But reading that, I realized. She had already left me in her heart. I showed her the messages from him. She didn't deny any of it. She just started crying, saying she didn't mean it, that she was confused, that she didn't want to leave. But I was done. I told her to pack a bag and stay at her sister's for a while. She begged, screamed, even tried to hug me. But I didn't move. Watching her walk out, tears streaming down her face, was the most painful thing I've ever done. That was 4 days ago. The house feels empty now. I keep expecting to hear her footsteps, her laugh, her terrible singing in the shower. But there's only silence. And here's the worst part. I still love her, even after all this, even knowing everything. I hate myself for it, but I do. I don't know if that love will fade, or if I'll carry it like a scar for the rest of my life. But I do know this. I'll never forget that night, lying in the dark, when a whisper told me the truth I never wanted to hear.